Oh, nice. Have a little new main window there. That's showing our URLs for the different sections. Thanks for coming in. Let's see. I'm checking that I'm going live here. Perfect. Let's see. I'm gonna refresh here. Okay, looks like now we're fully live. All right. Yeah, like I mentioned, I have a new main screen, which is looking pretty cool. I have to see how it looks on full page because it's the letters. I didn't see them like full screen. I wonder if I can see full screen here. Maybe here I'm from 0. Picture in picture. We'll go to main. Oh, that's readable. Yeah, I'm looking at the letters on the full screen. It's probably not big enough for like Twitter and like small screens on mobile, but it looks good. And now there's like a chat window, so you and I can both see when people are chatting. So let's close all this. Cool. So how's everybody doing? Hope you're doing good. There was a bunch of people that joined yesterday. Thank you for that. If you're in the channel, please say hi. I see that there's some viewers on Twitch. Thanks for dropping by. And yesterday I was working on the book, like I'm doing this Flask Quart. I mean, from Flask to Quart book. Quart is an asynchronous I/O implementation of Flask, which I've actually used in production in my company. And it worked really well. Lots of traffic against that environment, so it worked really well. But yesterday I was finding out. Oh, I didn't create the full desktop scene. Let me see if I can do that. I'm gonna add a scene here in OBS so that you can see the full screen. Desktop. Okay. And then I'm gonna add, I guess it would be a display capture. And I'm gonna call this left monitor. Yep, that works perfectly. Although the only thing is that, oh, maybe I can overlay the chat. Let's see if I can do that. That looks good. Let me copy the chat. I will need to resize. But I have the chat in there. Yeah, so I can put it here. Actually, I don't need the chat because the chat is already as a window there. So I'm gonna delete this. Yeah, so you guys can see the whole desktop. I don't know if it's readable enough for you guys to see, but yeah, that's a desktop view. And that way I can show you guys when I do like the PDF exports. So yesterday I had this issue where, see if I can show you the PDF. Settings, review. Yeah, the PDF is what I wanted to show you guys. Wait, you're not looking at the... Okay. There you go. So... we had this problem with the line. See the line numbers here? I'm gonna see if I can increase the size here. So see the line numbers here? That's okay, like this is code, so they're supposed to have like line numbers in there. But the bash, that's not good. Like I don't want to see like line numbers in there. So so I was reading through the documentation from why is that? That's not the right... oh, that's not the right window. Let's see, Chrome browser. Yeah, that's the one. It says, how do I turn off line numbers on code samples? And this is like one of the... I don't know if he's the lead guy there in Limpub. He says if you're seeing unwanted line numbers in code samples, you can turn it off by selecting writing theme and then selecting book theme and then custom and then turn off line numbers. But see, the thing is, like, you can only do it... they haven't set it up so that it's like what I was doing here, which is like taking it out or putting line numbers off. It says here that on the documentation that it's either an all or nothing. So that's not really good because that means that we're we can control on a per code snippet basis if the line numbers are on or off. So that is not really good. but can't do anything about it. So I hope that at some point in the future they change this, but for now I'm just gonna say off in here on the things that I don't want line numbers, and I'm just gonna turn off line numbers for the whole project, because I'd rather not have line numbers than have line numbers in snippets where it doesn't make sense, or they even have like, starting line number, which is like pretty cool, I thought, and then that's not gonna work either. So in any case, I'm gonna try to put those line numbers off in there, and then let's save that and sample. No, not sample. What was it? Subset. Yeah, it's correct. So let's commit that to the repo. And push. So on the theme, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna turn this off, show line numbers on code samples. And I have to save this, update theme. This is for the From Flask to Quart book. I wonder what it is. Settings book theme. From 0 to Flask. Settings book theme. Ah, it's turned on. Custom. I guess I'll turn this off for the From 0 to Flask book as well. But let's get back to our book, and we're gonna generate. Oh, let's check that the commit came in. Yep, there it is. So now I can generate the book. Preview new version. Subset and generate. It's taking a long time. Let's go. Cool. So now if I see the PDF, open with preview. All right, let me show you the desktop. Okay, cool. I mean, this is okay. At least the coloring, when you put Python on it, it shows coloring, which is cool. And then here's our bash. Here's more Python code. There's some extra lines in there. I think that is correct. Yeah, this is like, technically that's like PEP 8. So all my code is like formatted with black, which again reminds me, I'm gonna do like a session on linting and formatting using VS Code, so that you guys kind of like have that in your toolkit. Well, this is good. I like this. So let's continue with chapter 2. Oh, one thing that I want to test is the URLs, see if they render correctly. So here I have coroutines and tasks. And also, by the way, like I mentioned yesterday, this whole section of the book is on YouTube. So if you go to my YouTube channel, and now I learned that yesterday I was trying to find it. It's /c/from 0io, because from 0edu wasn't available for some reason, and that's my YouTube channel. So this whole first section of the book is covered with this playlist, Python Asyncio for Beginners. So check that out. You'll see that all these sections are like the sections of the book that I'm kind of like putting together. Cool. So let's go ahead and start working on that. So coroutine and tasks. Yep. Oh, I'm gonna do like a raw export of this. Preview. And then gonna paste. Okay, so no, this is really helpful because I'm using Git. It's showing me, VS Code shows me with a green line where the new stuff is in. So so I have to replace these ones with Python and then bash. So this part of the book is talking about coroutines. This one is a mixed one because it's Python 3 the first line. I mean, it's bash the first line and then Python the other lines. But I'm gonna say Python just because the majority of it is Python. This is like one segment that I would put like with line numbers on. So here we're importing Asyncio and then doing this as tasks. So they're each one of those tasks become a coroutine, and again in the video it's like really like explained in detail. This is bash. So this is when we run the code. And that's it. Okay, let's do another one. There was no URLs in there. I wonder if there's any in here. Probably not. So this is like the very beginning of the book. Oops. Common pitfalls, calling up blocking, Yeah, this is when you execute, we get this cryptic error. Oh, this is bash and no line numbers. This is probably line numbers on. This is not proper Python. I was just like pointing out that line of the code, I guess. Change the second cook call on chorus by. Yeah. I can add like change this line here. And this is bash. Ah, there's a URL. Let's see how that renders. I'm curious. Ah, no. Wait, where is it? Okay. Listen to down below. So line, yeah, I'll leave numbers on, and then this is bash. Bash. Okay, that looks good. I want to see if this is rendered correctly, because LeanPub uses its own URL like footnote system, and this is coming from Ulysses, this system where it does this. So I want to see if it's compatible. I'm not gonna touch it. It's gonna go like that. So let's commit this, and I'll say finished. Oop. Chapter 2. Push. And now we're gonna refresh the preview. Let's see, 29. Awesome. Let's see the PDF. Open with preview. And let me share the desktop. Oh. This is using, that's weird. This is like supposed to be italic and it's doing an underline. That's weird. Let's check that out. Okay, so there are, oh, it's not coloring these things. Where is this? On our first async program. Program? Yeah. Python. This one is correct. It's not coloring this. Huh, that's so weird. So do you see a pattern there? Maybe because line numbers are off, this is getting not colored correctly. Same thing with this next one. Yeah. This is very buggy. I mean, LeanPub has been pretty cool, but this kind of like small things really drive me insane. So let's try changing this to on and generating the file and see if this gets colored. This first thing on the page 7. Modified. Okay. Let's see. Test color lines. Okay. So let's preview. We close this. I'm gonna write to this guy. See what's going on with this like weird issues. He's been responsive in the past, so if anybody has recommendations about online book services that accept Markdown, please do let me know. Okay, so let's close this just in case. Hey doctor, welcome. I was missing you today. Okay, so let's see, what was it? Page 7, right? 5, no. Our first async program. No, page 5. Yeah, it didn't change, right? That's the one I changed. So this has nothing to do with that. Okay. Very weird. Trying to see what the difference between that and this is, because this gets rendered correctly with colors and this one doesn't. Oh, I'm not sharing the desktop, sorry guys. So see how it's like still black and white? I mean not colored like this one's here. I guess we'll continue going on, and at some point they fix this. Yeah, I was telling people here, doctor is asking about the issue. This is like this thing here that I found, where he says that all the snippets have line numbers turned either on or off globally, so it doesn't have like a different whatchamacallit treatment. It's even if you put line numbers off here and your template has them on, then it'll be turned on for everybody. So that's a little unfortunate. But I'm gonna write to him and see if they expect a fix. In any case, I think that's good. I mean, everything else. Oh, we didn't check the. We did not check the link. Where's that link? It was at the very end, right? Here. Yeah, this looks good. Although it's pointing to the to my SFU bar. Oops. It's pointing to my SFU bar like since this is like a very short. Where's the one in here? Let's see. I don't see the one in there. Where is that link? For example, look at this code. Oh yeah, there it is. So yeah, this is fine. I like it. I don't have to like redo the links. That's good enough for me. The only thing is that I don't want to point to my personal like GitHub because it's I have all these things on from the from zero GitHub. Although I think this is probably a public repo. No, it's not. Okay, so I'll take that out because it's such a short snippet of code that I don't think it's really important for me um, to put a copy of the code so that people can copy and paste. So I'll take that out. Two. Okay. And we're done with chapter 2. How about that? So for you guys' information, what I'm trying to do is get to the chapter where I'm working at right now, which is chapter 4, which is going to be more interesting for you to look at because I'm building a kind of like it's really a copy of FriendFeed. If you guys are old enough and remember FriendFeed, it was a popular service in 2010. That's before Facebook. And it was like it was a mix between Twitter and Facebook, but a lot of good friendships came out of that service. And the example I'm building is exactly recreating FriendFeed, but using Python Quart with AsyncQ. So if you're interested in that sort of stuff, that's what I'm gonna be working on once I reach chapter 4, which is like it's all written. It's just getting to that point. So how about we check this in and say completed chapter 2 for real and push that. So now we're gonna change. Let me close this sample. We'll leave it open because maybe I need images. I don't think I need images. I'll close this. Close this. Book.txt. Let's add 3. What's chapter 3 called? Introduction to Quart. And we have to create this file. Inside manuscript. There you go. So this is like 2 sub chapters, so it's not too bad. Open in, no, preview. Boom. Introduction to Quart, AsyncQ, TTD, first, third, second. Oh, there's links. Uh-oh. Quart documentation. Oh, I see. Those links that have the little number 1 are the footnotes. But I have links in there. So I think Leanpod will convert those into footnotes as well. But let's just copy the whole thing. This one has a lot of more code. And it has the Escobar ones. That is... This is why I want to like start working off of GitHub, because when I record these things, I create the links and replace them. And I don't think I've recorded these videos. I just haven't uploaded them to YouTube. Maybe I should. Let me add that as a to do this week. I'll put my... No. I'm not gonna put my Trello up. There's some like private stuff in there I don't want you guys to see. Upload chapter 3 to YouTube. Okay. Okay, so let's go back and see where the codes... Python. Save the file. Bash. Ooh, HTML. I wonder if it's... If a syntax... I should have syntax coloring for that. This I'm gonna do off because it's a change to an existing program. How many chapters does the book have? It's 8 chapters. But I've worked up to chapter 5, middle of 5. Okay, so how do we find... I guess we can see the video. Things like you guys cannot hear the audio. That's the sucky thing. Mm-hmm. Videos. Installing Quart. Let's see. Do I have a Quart hello on from Siri to you? Can't remember. Quart hello. No. So maybe I didn't do links for this either. Yeah, doctor says if using OBS, I think you can add an audio capture item for sure. I don't know if I can do it while I'm on the air though. See preferences, audio. Oh, desktop audio is disabled. Okay. How do I enable this? It doesn't give me the option to enable it. Maybe because I'm on a session right now. I would have to like quit, but I'll investigate that. But I mean, you guys can. It shouldn't be too long. Let's take a look at this. I'm actually gonna like fast forward. Installing Quart. Yeah, I think because this was like such a short little program, I didn't do links to the repo. Yeah, so that's good. We can take this out. Boo boo boo. And then let's do a search for 1. And then 2. And then 3. And then 4. Cool. And if you guys have been following in previous days, this book is like completely available in my From Zero. Oh, I don't have my GitHub link on the main page. That's gonna fill out that little space I have between the chat and the From Zero IO. You have a new badge. You contribute code to the 2020 GitHub archive program. Cool. I don't know where the badge is. Oh, here it is. Arctic. That's pretty cool. It's not a link. It's just like an info. Cool. All right. So how about we do a preview? Like what I was saying, the book is completely free here from Zero to Quart book. So what I'm doing right now here, you can go and fork that or download it and read the book. I mean, at least in markdown format, right? And then afterwards, it's going to be available here on LeanPub. Let me add a reminder to add GitHub URL and Udemy Skillshare and Safari. Cool. How's everybody doing? Download last version. What am I doing here? Yeah, I have to commit this. So this is chapter 3. How fast was that? Completed chapter 3. Subset? Oh no, we have to upload the subset. Why didn't you guys tell me anything? Come on. Cool. Let's see. Let's generate the preview. Subset, generate. Yes. Okay. So PDF, open with, desktop transition. Okay. Introduction to Quart. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. This is oh, I didn't notice this. There was a URL there. Yeah, this is good. Support extensions. There's a YouTube video. What is this? Ah, those are my links to how to install Python on Windows or Mac. Does this work? But don't open it there. Well, that's an old video. Sorry, just switch from desktop. Okay, so introduction to Quart, app run, the settings. Templating. Oh, look at the HTML formatter. That looks pretty. This is without color for weird reasons. Coroutine. Yep, it looks good. So far, so good. Now we'll create a new chapter called 4. We're getting closer, guys, to actual coding. So 4 is yes, we're almost here. A Quart database counter. A Quart database counter. Copy this, save this, subset. Copy this, save this. Now, manuscript 4, new file 4. Boom. Awesome. So let's start from the beginning. Preview, copy, paste. What? As you have seen in my other courses, in fixed lessons. Yep. But before we start writing, ORM and async, classical alchemy, there's nothing. However, we need to go back. Okay, cool. That looks good. Pretty sexy. I don't know if I can call a book sexy, but I think it's sexy. Preview. Copy. Oof. That's a lot of stuff. I actually like having the commits of the sub chapters because I can see what's new and what's not. Initial setup. Bash. Yeah. So I need the little snippet here. Let me get one that's actually this is bash. Actually, let me put this off and copy that because that's what I'm going to use the most. Then bash here. Nope. First, the Quart app will have manage by Quart and save the file. Oh, let me see the links. Yes, those have from 0. So see, I updated it on the Ulysses document when I was recording the videos. And again, this whole thing, the database counter, yeah, this whole thing is on YouTube also. So if you go and take a look at, where's my YouTube channel? This chapter is covered on this a Quart MySQL boilerplate application. So all what we're writing now is in these videos. So check it out. Okay, you have the links in there. Write them down and also subscribe to the services so you get a notification. Tomorrow I am expecting to do more time, probably coding this part. I'm not gonna do it today. What time is it? It's already 6. Let's finish the text in here, and then tomorrow I'm gonna be actually doing the chapter 5 stuff, which is actual coding. Like I haven't written chapter 5. I've written the code for chapter 5, and that's where I'm in the middle of. Doctor says yes. Almost all of them are sexy. That's a good one. Where was I? Okay. Initial setup. Save the file. Python. This is line numbers on. Python.env will now initialize our pipenv. Have you guys worked with pipenv? Anyone? I'm actually switching in my work to pip tools. I think it's a better tool. PPM have had good goals, but I don't like the fact or their locking mechanism. It's a little bit too flaky. Oh, Doctor says that he's worked with PPM. Cool. Did you like PPM, Doctor? Python. Wait, this was Bash? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So PPM is like. So remember Node.js and how you do npm install? That's what pipenv is for Python. It's like it takes pip to another level where you have packages. So it was a cool project at the beginning, but it's just like um, it's a little bit. I mean, it does have that very cool flow of Node.js or npm packages, but like I said, the locking mechanism sometimes is a little flaky. Whereas pip tools, and I'll do a little video on that maybe tomorrow. Pip tools uses something called there's a command called pip compile, and then it takes a requirements.in and produces a requirements txt. So that's a better. It's more stable in that sense. All right, so. That's funny. There's a little icon in here. You see that? I don't know if that's going to be exported on the book. It'll be interesting. And these are actual characters. Okay, ppenv in project enable. Line numbers off. That's good. And then bash. Oops. Okay. So let's say this commit is 4.2. How about that? Push. Subset is 4, so that's good. Okay, let's generate the preview. Don't be a stranger. Say hi on the chat. I want to get to know you guys. Doctor says that's why I'm watching you every day, because I'd like to return to coding. Yeah, for sure. We're gonna do some sessions on very initial stuff and go over like some simple Python coding. So if anybody wants that, or just let me know what you wanna like cover. Okay, so let's see the preview. Quart database cons. Oh. That has a 1, right? Yeah, that's good. Peter, I am text bot. Okay, that looks good. Oh, ref. Yeah, that's not. Body doesn't need only a couple of concurrent requests. Yeah, I don't like that ref. This will mean it cannot handle much concurrent load, only a couple of concurrent requests. This was something that I guess the Quart founder talked about. Hmm. I'll make this whole thing the URL. So yep. What? Okay, so that's fixed. This blog post, however, blah blah. Okay, to create the Quart env and type the following code, blah blah blah. First the Quart app, db username. Oh, there's a typo there. db password. Okay, fixed. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting the desktop. Desktop. There you go. Come on. Secret key. Yep. pipf install. What is that little square? Successfully created. Oh, see, it's not rendering this or the little snake. Too bad. I'll change this to successfully created, and we'll take this out. Yeah, no, that looks like an error. Oops. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna turn off that OBS automatic transition because it takes you guys out of the desktop. I'll do the desktop to be the default screen. Okay, you might notice the virtual environment. Whoa, what is that? Are those images? Awesome, we have images. So I need to import this into GitHub, which is not too bad. Oh, so let's see how. This is how Ulysses renders it, but I want to see how. What's not subsect sample? Where is sample? It yeah, it looks similar, right? It's question mark. I mean, exclamation point, brackets and parentheses. Question mark, brackets and okay. So here you put the name of the reference. So that's good. This is, I don't know, screenshot. I don't know if that's gonna work. Images. We haven't used any images so far, right? Yeah, this is not really an image that I use. Let's see if I can. Open with preview. Share. But it doesn't say the location of the image. Oh, because it's stored within Ulysses? Let's see. I can maybe share. Add to photos? No. More? I'm trying to see how I can save this image that I have on the manuscript in Ulysses. What did the raw... Yeah, it says the name of the screenshot like it says here. But I want to save the actual file. There's like a new thing here with the images, I think. Yeah, there it is. Image. Let's see if I can copy the image. That'd be amazing. And then here I'm gonna do paste. No, there's no pasting. Open with preview. It doesn't do anything. Copy. Let's see if I can share to notes. No, because the dialogue is not showing anything. I remember there was a time when you could like see the location of the image in Ulysses. What to do? If I do it within Ulysses, it does copy and paste the image. But if I try to do it on the desktop, it doesn't work. Oh, there's a open with preview here. Ah, there you go. So I have to right click on it and then say open with preview, and then I can save in desktop. So I'm gonna put these things in with so it would be 4.2.1 because we're on sub chapter 2, and this is the first image. And yeah, I'll save it on the desktop. And then I'll drag it to images. Nice. And then I can reference it here as 4.2.1. And I'll call it that, figure 4.2.1. You know what? Let's do a Git export because I want to see that this is working. Let's call this 4.2 image, first image. Push. See if I can modify the scene switcher. Yeah. So when I don't click at anything, switch to the desktop. That's gonna be better for you guys. And then if I want to point to main, then that points to main. So let's try that out. Yep, that's what I wanted to do. So let's see. What am I doing here? Oh, I uploaded. Let's create a preview. Okay, so let's see the PDF. Okay, so let's see the first image. Oh man, I think the URL wasn't correct. Oh, that's right. I have to put images slash. Corrected image. Push. Subset. I think that's how. Let's see the sample again. Images, yeah. What is going on? It looks good there. It even renders on GitHub. Come on. Let's try one more time. Or we can test also like rendering the whole book. Nope. Let's try the whole book. Maybe it's like a little bug it's stuck in. Let's do that again with the what? Save as. This is 4.2.2, right? Oh wait, unless maybe did I save PNG? Yeah, it's PNG. 4.2.2 images. Oh, that's not the one. It's this one here. Let's see if we read online how it's looking. Wow, it looks beefy now. Initial setup. No, it's not working there either. That is very weird. What am I missing? It's bracket and parentheses. It looks right. Yeah. This is very strange. Oh, maybe. Wait. Is it because the images are supposed to be outside the manuscript? No, I don't think so. Let's check out the other book. No, the images are inside here. Oh well. I'm pretty sure it's maybe a bug in the system that eventually picks up. They also have some like limitations on how many renders you do on a day, so I'm wondering if it's because I've reached the limit. Let's see. I'll check my email. They normally send you an email when you surpass the number of generations per day, which I think I don't have because I'm a paying customer. But as you can see, the definitely like some of the changes are not there. Let's try one more time with 4.2.3 and just leave it like that. I think it's correct the way that we're doing it. File save 4.2.3. And let's upload that. Finished 4.2. Oop. Subset preview. Oh, doctor, thanks. I just saw your message. Are you maybe missing a slash before images? No, the sample text. See how it says images slash? Because it's local to that file. And then he says maybe multiple dots. Mess with the format. That shouldn't be the case. Because I did use before 1.1. I mean, I know this one worked. Yeah, I don't think underscores. Those are like all good ideas, but I don't think that's the case. Oh, see, so it says slash generated at 422 and it's 436, so it's definitely stuck. This timestamp looks weird. Let's see if we can change like from to another page. Or if there's an images. No. From Flash to Quart, preview or publish, preview new version. Let's see. This is the last time I'll try, and then I'll just like continue with the other chapters. See, it's stuck at 422. So I'm pretty sure there's something going on their end. So let's continue with 4.3. Copy this. I need to do a preview of that. Yeah, this is good. This should be 3, like a sub chapter. Setting up my SQL on Mac. Oh. The following sections. Yeah. And then let's do for Windows. Yeah, this looks good. So let's call this 4, 3. Say 1, 2, 3, and 5. 4, 3. Application setup. Okay, so this is bash. Python. This one, I think we should have lines on, because I think it's the whole file. This too. This on as well. Okay, and all the links are from 0DU, so that looks good. So this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 4, 6. Let's try generating this subset. One thing I'm wondering is that I have foot marks, like these foot marks are unique to the subchapter, but they're not unique to the whole chapter. So I wonder if Limpop will manage them correctly. Let's see if the preview. What does the preview say? Yeah, it's still stuck at 422. I think it is handling the numbers, because here it says 6, right? And I think it says 6 on that page. Installing. Oh, that's not a numbered one. So what's a numbered one? This is also a typo. Counter app. I think it's all the way at the bottom. Wait, let me see. It's at the very bottom. Let's see what happens. So setting up a user. That looks good. I don't have the link to Chocolady on their page. So it's chocolady.org. No. Chocolady. Okay. Setting up a user password. Yeah. This looks good. Save the file. Yeah, it looks good. I think the numbers are correct. This is like 10 and 11. Definitely not the numbers that we have here. This is 5 here. So seems to work. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 6. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna leave it at that for today's session. Thank you guys for watching. Tomorrow I have like 3 subchapters to go, and then after that it's actual coding. So looking forward to it. In the meantime, yeah, make sure to follow me on Twitter, Facebook, wherever you are, Twitch, YouTube. Turn on the notifications so that you get notified. Tomorrow I'll start a little earlier. I think maybe around 2, because I want to like get done the rest of the like written part of the book and then start coding with you guys. But thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye.